Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Michigan Theater. Next, the Michigan Theater and this Mercedes attracted legendary stars. As a result, they both became legends in their own right. Detroiters would stand in line to see iconic entertainers on the stage right here, ranging from Duke Ellington to Frank Sinatra. We've learned over time that preserving heritage also means constantly improving it. You need to invest both bucks and brains to add new chapters while staying true to the overall script. That's exactly what we've done with the G-Class over decades. When designing a new car, you usually start with a long list of things to change. This time, we also started from scratch with the G-Class. One key question, however, was, what do we have to keep? Of course, a lack of design innovation has been one reason why some cars and even some car brands passed away. But for the G-Class, keeping its iconic shape is part of the success formula. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it, the new G-Wagon.
Put some little detail. They don't just reach the end, they click.
Well, of course, the G-Class will be a very important highlight next year, or this year actually. But it's not just the G-Class, it's the full range of compact vehicles which start the renewal with the next generation within this year, led by the A-Class. And we have just shown at the CES as one highlight of this new vehicle, the new telematics system, MBUX, which obviously, when you read the comments about this presentation, sets a new benchmark in our industry.
Let's go back a little bit to your book. Let the Future Begin is the title. Now, the book came out in December. How was it received so far?
So I wrote the book, frankly, because I wanted to let people know what was going on in the city of Detroit that's very positive, because we suffered from a negative image for such a long time. And I wanted young people to know that whatever circumstance they find themselves in. When I was born in Detroit, but I grew up in this small town called Cassopolis, Michigan, as I mentioned before. So the auto show is very important to this state. I was very fortunate to have been invited to the New Year's reception at the 2018 International Auto Show. And as part of what was going on, Mercedes-Benz hosted at an old theater a place where they could introduce the G-Class.
Which you're driving.
And which we happened to be riding in. And so I learned before I got in the car all of the changes that were made to enhance an already well-respected and well-loved motor vehicle. And I find that Dr. Dieter Zetsche, who introduced the G-Class and the changes that were being made, that when I see him next, I'll tell him that he understated the changes that were made. I look at the vehicle. I mean, for example, if you take a look at the front.
Has the city reached a full rebound?
It is almost there. It is that close to being there, but it's being worked on to close that gap, and that last gap is public education. And there's enough energy that's working on that right now that I am convinced. We've got a brand new superintendent of public schools for the city of Detroit, and for the first time in years, they had more people, more students coming to and starting in our public schools. We've been losing students out of our public schools. They're coming back because the education is starting to come up. The kids are starting to improve in terms of math and science and being competitive.
It's the most important thing for us is that the G-Class remains a G-Class. And here what we've done is we've taken the DNA and we've captured that DNA for future generations of the vehicle.
yes, we brought the brand new CLS 53 to Detroit as a world premiere. It's the AMG member of the CLS family with a very capable inline 6-cylinder engine with 320 kilowatt power and an integrated starter alternator as an electrification of that engine.